Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So I am back and I am now kind of deciding on how to cut down the pages and then also what pages I'm going to add in terms of like coffee dyed papers and stuff like that. So I went through the pad and I've separated the pages. So these are actually the pages that I'll be using for journal pages. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 journal pages. Okay, so these are what we are going to cut down today. And then I took off these, and these are all the cutouts. I mean, oh my gosh, these are gorgeous. I was just looking at them when I was taking them out. I mean, look at this. Amazing. These are just, love this. And these don't have a back. The back is blank because some of them I think do have a back. And then some of them, oh gosh, sorry, there's a car alarm going off. See how some of them are two-sided and some of them are not. But look at this one here. Am I in camera? Oh, I'm in frame. This I think I'm going to cut out to make a little booklet with, because it doesn't look like, like that's the spine, and, it almost looks like a little junk journal. So I'm going to turn that into a mini junk journal. Well, a mini little book. So there's the plans with that. Oops, hold on. Just trying to see if this is completely dry yet. Nope. And oh, while I was off camera, I just went around and re-glued under any spots that needed more glue, but now it's still drying again. So yeah, and I mean, some of these, like this one here, I think it's oh, I'm not in frame. I think this whole thing is a tag, but I was thinking of just kind of cutting it here and using that maybe as a pocket possibly. And these are just absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous. These are definitely going to be tags. Let's see. And these here are just great. So let me put those aside. And then this is the front and the back cover. And I do like to cut out some of these for tags. So this I'll definitely cut out for a tag. I'll probably cut this out as a tag. All of these if I can. I like to kind of take as much as I can from these paper pads because they're just so gorgeous. Even this, let me see. See this little here? If I'm going to somehow get that out, this picture right there, awesome. This right here, awesome. So it's kind of like, I don't know. And maybe I'll cut out the old lace part here and put it somewhere in the book too. Who knows? And then the back in the past I've used to make tags because these are really tiny and my book isn't, oh, it's not like a tiny journal. So what I would normally do is use this side, cut out tags or something, and on the back to cover this, I would sew on or glue on coffee dyed paper or cardstock or something. So these are going to go aside for later. So now we have to figure out page sizes. And what I usually do, I have these little sticky notes, and I mean I've used random sticky notes in the past. This I just had happened to pick up at an estate sale because I thought it was cute. But I like to write excuse me, my notes down of when I'm cutting the papers down, how they should be, because I never remember that stuff. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, no, not such a good idea for me. So we know that, oh, I just hope, oh, let me just move these just for a second because I don't know if some of the glue is, coming out. I just don't want it to get on the paper. All right, so we know that height is 9. So I think I'm going to do 8 3/4. So 8 3/4, and I do random things because I'll still won't remember the 8 3/4. Was that up and down or side by side? So what I always do is I write down the measurement and then I make a little picture. This is the up and down measurement. And then the side by side, since it is Actually, the up and down is going to be 8.5, because if I fold a page, let me think about this. And I'm sorry, I always go silent because my brain is like working on overtime and I'm trying to do math in my head. Let me just grab a piece of coffee dyed paper just to play around with for a second, so that way we know. Because if we did 8.5 like that, but because I was thinking like this might work, because you always want to have somewhat of more of a gap here, because you know when everything's folded, then a lot of times you still end up cutting it down a little bit. But I think I'm going to do it this way. So okay, so 8 3/4 up and down is fine, and then across we're going to do the pages at 8.5. All right, so I'm just going to put 8.5 side to side. Okay, see, that's how my brain has to work, so I remember. Okay, so I'm going to put this aside for now. I'll just stick that in there. And let's bring our little trusty papers back. And this is also where I like, because there's images on the pages. Am I in frame? Oh, I am. Okay, good. This is where I like to kind of see what I want on the page. For instance, like, see how there's these pictures up here? Do I want this on the page or do I want this on the page? You know, and stuff like that. So let's go page by page. And I'm actually leaning towards, well, side by side is 8.5. So and I know this, it shouldn't be that complicated, but for some reason in my head it is. 875 is this way, so it's going to be like this. All right, so I'm going to cut from the top, but first I'm just trying to think what would be the best use of pieces. 8.5 is going to be here, so it's either this I cut first, or let me see, this I cut first. I think I'm going to make this cut first. Okay, so we are cutting side by side at 8 3/4. No, side by side 8.5. So I'm just going to mark that. I'm going to make a bigger mark because it doesn't really matter. Okay, and let's just line that up. 8.5 and cut. All right, and then going up and down, and sometimes I can, because the page is big enough, so up and down is 8 3/4. I'll line it up. Oh, I'm not even in frame. I'll line it up here, but I won't push it to the top. I'll line it up, and then you know how it has all these lines here? I'm not even in frame. Oh gosh, sorry. Well, see how it has these lines? I'll try to line it up that way. All right, so 8 3/4. We're doing up and down, yep. And I mean, through this whole journal making process, I will repeat myself over and over again, just because, I don't know, I just need that second, I don't know, voice of reassurance. So these are going to be tags and tuck spots, so we need to set that aside. Okay, so here is the first page. I don't know which way I'm going to fold it just yet. I want to just get them cut down. So I am going to pause this really quick and cut them down. Or should I? Let's just do one more on camera and then I'll pause it, because I don't know if it's boring for some people to sit and watch me try to figure this stuff out. All right, so with this page, okay, so it's kind of, this is going to be a hard one, because I really like this, but look at the tops. I really like that too. But since I have kind of like a cheat sheet now, what I can do is sort of line it up and see where it would come to. Actually, though, if I cut this way first, I can use this. This would be nice, and then I can make a tag out of it. So, you know what I'm going to do, actually? Let's just be a little tricky here, and we'll just do that. And so that way I know where to cut. And bring this back here, and cut it. Okay, so see, now I've saved this piece. Oh, look at the bottom too. Awesome. So I can definitely make tags out of this. Okay, so we'll set that aside there. And now we have to do up and down. All right. And I'm sure that everybody, excuse me, measures their pages differently, or I'm sure most people that do this have a cutter that cuts straight. If my cutter cuts straight, I wouldn't really mind, but I can't trust it, so it has to be cut like this sometimes, and it's just really annoying, but that's okay. All right, so there's that page. You know, we only have 3 more anyway. Let's just do it, right? Let's just do it. Okay, so here it actually doesn't matter, though I would actually like that. So let's cut this. So we're gonna cut here and here. And I think that I might be off camera in some parts of this. I do apologize. Because I bought a new phone. I mean, listen to this story. This is just ridiculous. Okay, so normally I used to film on my old cell phone, meaning like the one that I got rid of because it was doing this really weird thing where the screen is like this, you know, but half the screen, it would go black and I couldn't see underneath it. I mean, I could push all the apps up here, but the ones underneath I couldn't see. But then, so I ended up getting a new phone, and this was, I don't know, maybe back in the fall. And that was all fine. And I don't think at the time I was actually making videos, so it didn't really matter. I'm thinking, I can't really remember. But then I noticed one day my old phone started working again, where that black, half the screen was, that was blocked out, was fine again. So then I was doing my videos on that phone, because I can just connect it to the Wi-Fi and upload, you know, right to YouTube from my camera. And that was fine. And then recently it started doing that dark part on the bottom again. And I was like, what the heck? So my regular phone, you know, my personal phone, I tried doing videos on that, and then it would cut me off after like 2 or 3 minutes because I didn't have enough storage on my phone. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, technology and I aren't really friends. We can be sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. And the thing is, I don't think that I'm that old. Like, I really feel like I should understand how all this technology works, but unfortunately, for some reason, I don't. But that's neither here nor there. So over the weekend, was it over the weekend or was it Friday? I can't remember. No, it was Friday. I went out to Walmart just to look at their prepaid phones because I figured, you know, it's a prepaid phone. I'm not going to get a plan for it or anything. I just needed to connect to the internet and, you know, be able to upload my videos. And since there won't be anything else on the phone except the YouTube app, then there should be plenty of space. So that's what I ended up doing. So the camera up here now, it's new, but I'm still getting used to it because I feel like it's not getting everything in frame. I don't know. Maybe there's a setting that I can back up a little bit. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But there's plenty of recording room, which I like. So I don't have to limit my videos to 2 or 3 minutes long. I love that. Look at that little thing. I just wish it was on this side and not this side because it'll either, you know, it'll be on the back of a page or the back of the page. So that's too bad though. I really like that. However, when I just noticed this, I really like this image too. So it's all right. I don't mind. Yeah, so I have the new phone and I'm still trying to sort of figure it out a little bit. And yeah, so if my videos are kind of weird and they're not always in frame, it's because I'm used to a certain area being recorded and now it's not being recorded in that area. I feel like, let me see, where's my hand start? Okay, so you can see my hand there and like to here. So it's just like this area here, where before my other phone, you could see more area. But whatever, as long as I try to remember to stay in this area, I think we'll be fine until I can figure out how, I don't know, how pigs fly. I kind of like this. Hold on, but I like this too. But this would actually be a better tag. So I'm going to think that I'm going to do this. Yeah, that looks good. Alrighty, and let's just mark that and mark that. And this is actually our last page, so that was really good. Oh, where did I mark? On the top, I think. Yeah, there it is. Okie dokes. And this one, I know you can't see me cutting down here, which is okay. All right. So let's just have a little look-see of what we have. So we have this page, really pretty. We have this page, which I'm in love with that. This one, actually, we already know. I cut it out for this. So this page, I'm actually going to just fold right now. Let's see. Yeah. And this page, I'll probably fold for that. And I think I just got a warning on my phone that my battery is low. So we're going to have to wrap this up. This, I don't know. This I'm going to do this way. I know that. I hope my phone doesn't die. Jeez. Jeez Louise. And let's do this one this way. Okay, so I'm just trying to see, I want like the color themes to be sort of, let's do this way. Okay. Alrighty, so, well, I think we did a lot in this video. So we cut down these pages, and now I'm just going to cut down pages to go, you know, the filler pages in between there. And yeah, so I think that's it for now, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.